So I was looking through some videos, seeing, what's a video that I can really quickly throw together. It's kind of a tradition to make a video on the day before classes start, and found a setup tour from 2023. So here's a setup tour from 2.5 years ago that'll probably be updated in a few months.
Hey everyone, it's ChronicPlays here, and welcome back to another video. And today's video is going to be a little bit different because today we're going to be doing a setup tour, which I've actually never really done before. Basically, I'm going to university. I don't know if there's an update video out on it. This entire setup is going to be changing. Basically, this has been my setup for probably the last 14 years. I got my first game console, the Wii, when I was 4 turning 5. It was February of 2010, and I turned 5 just a couple months later. Ever since then, this has been my gaming setup. The Wii, this is my original system. It used to be down here. I remember I had the Wii here, and then I stacked all of my games over here. It is my favorite console of all time. As you can see, it is homebrewed. I homebrewed my Wii in, I believe, 2022, so we have like a little bit of stuff here. I definitely like the system more so for the nostalgia factors. You can see also the retro games I have here. This would have been my first one, and this would have been my most recent. Apart from that, we have the other system here, which is the Xbox One. So this is my Xbox. I have the original model. I like the Xbox One. I do agree, though, that this system has virtually no character. Overall, I definitely don't have as much attachment to the Xbox as I do to the Wii, although I still do agree it is an excellent system. There's a lot of stuff going on in this corner over here. Basically, a lot of the tech stuff that I've gotten over the last little while is all in here. We have all of my Xbox controllers. One of these would have been the original one. I have my Afterglow Prismatic I usually keep over here. The custom's currently over here in multiple pieces. I tried to desolder a joystick on it, but that didn't really work. There's also some other controllers that normally go over here, but don't for some reason today. I have this hooked up to my PC, so I can kind of showcase that. I believe there's another Xbox controller over here as well. In terms of Wii remotes as well, we have the one that I normally keep over there. Still using the Turtle Beach XO3 gaming headset for Xbox One that I got back in 2018. Pretty great headset, but not outstanding. I do have a Wii Classic Controller Pro as well as another nunchuck, a couple Wii Remote jackets and stuff like that. 2 Wii wheels for some reason, all of my Disney Infinity figures. I don't mind the Classic Controller Pro, it's okay, but not necessarily one of my favorites. I do have some other stuff in here. There's an Apple keyboard in here for some reason because I had that given to me because it was old and half broken. There are 2 Xbox 360 controllers. I did have a console, an Xbox 360 that red ringed. I did have a third controller, an Afterglow one, but I kept that in my room because I used it with my laptop for a very long time. This may be one of the stupider things I own, the Power Player Super Joy 3. Another one that was given to me by someone who didn't want it anymore. I'm not sure if it works. This is one of the Famiclone consoles with 76 games on it. Definitely got some use out of it on road trips. I know that this Power Player controller is definitely broken. I tried to fix it, but I couldn't figure out where it's broken. Might need to get a new cable for it. The Super Joy might still work. Back here is my Xbox 360 Kinect. This is a bit of an oddball. I definitely had my fun with it. It never really worked on my 360. I honestly use this more to goof around with it on my PC. So I have my Elgato here. It's a little bit finicky, but I still love using this thing. I use it anytime I need to record consoles. I have my Wii 2 HDMI just right in there. It's decent. It works for the $10 that I spent on it. Apart from that, we can get into the actual games that I own, which is a fair bit. I'm pretty happy with the collection that I had. Good amount of these are hand-me-downs. All these games in the corner here are all hand-me-downs. I think Hot Pursuit I was given by a friend. NHL 08 and 09 I definitely had some fun with. Here's my Wii games. Wii Sports, the only one you can't see. You can just kind of take a look through here. My most recent pickup would have been Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which I bought from a used game store. Overall, I really do like this game. I just haven't played it that much. Also, Super Mario Galaxy 2. I did have to print the album art off for this one. And same with Brawl. You can take a look at the games here. Overall, I do like my game library. I think standouts would kind of be the ones kind of from here on up. Maybe Wii Play Up because Wii Music. And then we have whatever the hell this stuff is. I have like some Lego games, Wipeout and Monster Trucks. Monster Trucks is bad. Just Dance 2, 3, and 4. Honestly, Just Dance 4 is probably my favorite game in the series. Disney Infinity and Toy Story Mania I haven't touched in a long time. NHL 2K9, Knocked Down by Pennywise, Fire Song, and of course FIFA 15. We got to the Xbox One games. Most of my games here are digital, so not a lot of these really count. I think Minecraft was probably the one that I spent the most time with. NHL 16 was the first game I ever got from the platform. NHL 17, Need for Speed Rivals, Forza, Motorsport 5, Horizon 2, and Horizon 4. These 3 I definitely had a lot of fun with. Overwatch, I don't really play this that much, and I didn't really play it that much too. This is probably my most collector's piece just because I did have Overwatch on disc, which now, right, you can't. And I have Star Wars Battlefront and Halo 5. The only actual other Xbox 360 game that I bought was Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I bought this used from GameStop. Definitely did have my fun with it. It's a pretty solid time, especially if you're just messing around with friends, and even if you're not into COD as much as I am. I have Black Ops 1. I got this one from my cousin. Apart from that, my 360 games are all over the place. There aren't that many that I've actually played. In terms of the other stuff, starting with the TV, this is, I believe, a 60-inch TV, but it's old. This is a TV from 2005. I believe. Rear projection LCD. It's not perfect. It is 720p, and like you can see a lot of issues with it when you're in person. There's a CD changer. I don't entirely know why, but actually what I used to do is all of my games were in the CD changer, but then I stopped doing that. If we go to Mario Kart Wii, notice how unbelievably scratched the disc is. It comes up perfectly on video, and I think that was from the CD changer. That's a game that I played all the time, whereas if you compare it to something like Disney Pixar's Toy Story, which I virtually never played after the age of maybe 6 or 7, the disc is far less scratched. It's just pretty smudged up. I don't entirely know why, probably from when I put it in the first place. Apart from that, we have this amp, which is also from like the year like 2000 or 2001. This room is like surround sound, although I only recently set it up, as you can kind of tell. With all the channels here. I only recently hooked this up to the Xbox. It is not hooked up to the Wii because I don't want to figure out how to do that. Have it hooked up to the Xbox by optical, and then I believe it's hooked up to like satellite as well by optical. There is a DVD player, again, only the necessities because this is a very early 2000s setup. There is a DVD player in here. I don't think I used it that much. I believe I used it to watch Dead Poets Society for an assignment for grade 12 religion. So this is the PC. It is the same PC that I built in 2020. If you can't tell, this is really hot in here. I do have a brand new light bar. I got this for Christmas this year. We also have this fan here, which is currently running as an intake. There is cold air coming up from it, which does mean it's working. Ignore the wonderful cable management. Still the same processor, Ryzen 5 3400G. Working all right for me with 16 gigs of RAM. Also working all right for me. And we have whatever standard fan is on the back. The power supply, Corsair AX760. Absolutely love this thing. Still working awesome. The case is the Diabolic Minotaur. I recently found that out. Motherboard's still the same ASRock B450M Pro 4. That hasn't really changed. My graphics card RX 580. I have my PC speakers here. As you can tell, the speakers are okay. They're not amazing. If you can't tell, it's a little bit hell in terms of cable management back here. Overall, I really love this PC case. I'm gonna miss it. Like, it has a DVD drive. There might actually be a disc in here. Oh, never mind. There's not. I'm gonna miss this case, but I definitely do need something smaller. In terms of the monitors, we have two. I do have still the same Dell SE24GX or whatever it is. It's a Dell monitor. I definitely like this monitor. It's pretty solid. The main issue with it is probably that it doesn't have speakers. Apart from this, we have this TV here. I'm definitely not bringing this thing. This is a Samsung 24-inch TV from 2007. Still working great as a second monitor, actually. One of the things I'm really sad to not bring is this keyboard, the Razer Black Widow 2013. But having blue switches in a residence is not very good. Apart from this, I am bringing the Logitech G502. I absolutely love this mouse. I do miss the Lance head for sure in a lot of ways, but this mouse is much more comfortable in my opinion. I am planning to bring this as well. This is the blue Snowball Ice with the mount because this is pretty easy to mount onto the desks. We also have another controller here, the Hydro Dip controller. I never did make a video on this, but Wildcrafters and I undertook a project of Hydro Dipping a controller a couple years ago. Really fun. Had a lot of fun with that. There's also my Seagate 2TB hard drive. A lot of my stuff runs off this because I only got 500 gig SSD in here. And then there's also the setup decorations. All that I have is I have two of the fake YouTube play buttons. I never made a video on these, but I did make them. I think it was a lockdown thing. I needed something to do. I had some extra of this like foam paper from a grade 9 geography project where we had to make a map. I have this. This was my project from grade 8. I'm really bad at art. This was the only good thing that I ever did. I do have this. I am a big fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I had a neighbor who gave this to me as a gift. Yeah, I haven't been to that many Leafs games. I think I've only been to 2 in my entire life. I've been to a bunch of NHL teams, a lot of the like original 6. And there's this one, while seemingly meaningless, this one probably means the most to me out of everything here. I was working at a summer camp last summer and we had a bunch of different activities. This activity called Elevated Arts, it was just like a coding activity. This was the first activity that I ever ran. For context, I did that summer camp when I was younger and I always had really a lot of fun with it. Actually, Rocket League and Scratch was made at that summer camp. And for some reason, this video doesn't have an outro, so I'm going to go eat my dinner and watch Canada play Czechia in the World Junior semifinal now. Thanks for watching.